Coming up on this yoga flow, welcome to the Kenyan coast. So let's say that you can find a comfortable position on your mat and then just come into standing. And then inhale, sweep your hands up overhead. Maybe so that you can give yourself a bit of a back bend, opening the heart. Exhale, dive in. Halfway lift, hands on your shins, gazing forward nicely. And then press your hands down and then just step back nicely. Come into a strong plank. You can always drop your knees down and lift your feet off the ground, bend into chaturanga. Elbows are bent, open your heart. Maybe take a twist towards the right side, maybe towards the left. And then come into downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between your feet, maybe bend your knees, jump to your hands. Coming into halfway lift, bow forward so that your forehead can meet your knees. Extended mountain pose, bring your palms to touch. You can always look up towards your thumbs and then bring your hands into prayer, hands by the sides of your body. Maybe you do that again, bring your hands up to touch, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, hands on your shins, looking front. Press your hands down and then step back. Come into chaturanga, you bend your elbows and then press the tops of your feet as you open your heart, and then downward facing dog, push back. So that you can create a nice inverted view with your body gazing at the space between your feet. Then keep pressing the chest towards the thighs. You can always bring a micro bend onto the knees. Stay here for like about 3 to 5 breaths. Bend your knees. Walk step to your hands, coming into halfway, looking forward, and then exhale, bow forward. And then extended mountain pose, bringing your palms to touch, hands towards the sky. Maybe give yourself one back bend, and then bring your hands to your heart center, and then bring them to the sides. Let's go to round number 3. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, flat back, opening the heart. And press your hands down, step back into chaturanga, so come into a plank, and then so that you can engage your core, bend your elbows, and then tops of the feet press down, and then open the chest, so you want to feel the heart open. You can give yourself a nice spine twist here, and then tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. I love the strength that you end up getting in this posture, especially as you press the floor away from you. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths, inhaling through the nose. Exhale. Like the winds of the ocean, you can even bring a bend into the knees. You can try this several times, like you're pedaling the knees. Just try to prepare to take flight, and then without bending the knees, so that you can walk to your hands. Hamstring stretch here. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, back forward. Grab your calves and then extended mountain pose. Feeling that nice breeze as you take an inhale. Hands to your heart center. Exhale it out. Good job. Now say that you can bend your knees, so you want to squeeze your knees. Let me say that you can give you a front view here. Squeeze your knees and make sure you can see your big toes. And then you want to engage everything, and then so that you can stretch your hands towards the sky into chair pose. So these are very fiery posture. It fires up the legs, the thighs, the core. You want to feel that burn on the entire legs as you take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, flat back, so that you can step back into our nice chaturanga low push-up. Upward facing dog, tops of the feet press down, open the chest. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Now sweep your right leg up towards the sky, feeling that nice stretch, so that you can step that foot between your hands. Spin your back foot flat on the mat, and then bring your hands by your ears. Palms touch. We call this warrior number 1. So you want to enjoy this strong posture like a warrior. You want to be a warrior, not a warrior. Right? Gaze towards your thumbs. Maybe open into warrior 2. So you want to feel this nice stretch on the shoulders. You want to keep your knees slightly bent. Maybe reverse the warrior, taking the left hand on the left thigh, and then right hand flies up towards the sky. And then see whether you can come back into warrior 2, and then so that you can straighten the front leg and take triangle pose. So Trikonasana is a very nice stretch on the legs, and then you also want to gaze towards your left thumb, creating a nice alignment of the shoulders from your left fingertip all the way to the right palm, which is grabbing your shin. And then so that you can come back into warrior number one, gently hands down, and then so that you can step back into chaturanga, bent elbows, tops of the feet pressed down, up dog, opening the chest, and then downward facing dog, push back. What you do on the right, you do on the left. So left leg steps up into three-legged dog, so that you can step that foot forward between your hands. And then setting up for your nice warrior one, bending the front knee 90 degrees, pin your hands up towards the sky, gazing towards the thumbs, keep bending that front knee, feeling the stretch as the winds of grace carry you through this posture. You want to breathe in, inhale, exhale, opening into warrior two, gazing towards your left middle finger, feeling that nice stretch on the shoulders. And then maybe so that you can reverse that warrior. So right hand on the right thigh, left hand flies up, feeling that nice side stretch, the obliques, getting a very beautiful stretch here. Keep gazing towards that left palm. Make it a mirror of yourself. Opening the chest one more time, inhale. Exhale, opening back into warrior two, and then so that you can straighten the front leg and then hinge forward. Left hand, left shin, right hand flies up, feeling the twist. As you stack your shoulders on top of each other, we call this Trikonasana. You can always take your hand a bit higher if it's too much. You just want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked on top of each other as you gaze towards that thumb on the right. And then maybe spin that right hand and then come into a dance back into warrior one. Hands down, chaturanga, so step back, bend your elbows, upward facing dog, opening the heart, gaze up. Maybe give yourself a twist and then push back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Again, feeling the winds of grace carrying you through this. Bend your knees. You can walk, step or jump, float forward. Your hands coming into halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Feel the burn on the thighs and the legs as you take those hands up. Exhale, fold in. Then here, halfway lift, flat back, hands on the shin, step back. Coming into chaturanga, bending the elbows, upward facing dog, opening the heart. Downward facing dog, push back, taking the bum towards the sky, right leg flies up. You already know the drill, step it forward. Come into that warrior one, palms touch. Fly and open the hands into warrior two, good job. Peaceful warrior, because not everyone needs to be one. And then Trikonasana, straighten those hamstrings, feel the stretch. Spin your left hand and come back into warrior one, making it a dance. The winds of grace carry you through this posture, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, push back. Left leg flies up towards the sky. Yogi, step that foot forward. Spin your back foot flat. Warrior number one. Hands alongside the ears, bring your palms to touch. Open into that nice T with your body, and then take peaceful or reverse the warrior. Reflect yourself. Straighten the front leg and then take Trikonasana, feeling the nice sun rays on my face. Bend the front knee, spin your hands back, coming into warrior one. Hands down, take a vinyasa, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Up dog, opening the chest. Downward facing dog, push back. Take a deep breath in here through the nose. And as you exhale, prepare to bend your knees just to find a way back. Float your hands. Coming into halfway lift, have a flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Warming up the body, extended mountain pose. Rise up. Hands to your heart center. Namaste. So you want to bring your hands in. Then bring your hands by the sides of your body. Take a moment here just to relax. We are going to do some bit of balancing postures. Alright. So we'll start with, let's say, the right leg. So you can lift your right knee towards your chest, and let's say that you can hold your knee into place. This is option one. And then you can open that knee towards the right, and then you gaze towards the left. It's a bit wobbly here because of the wind. Otherwise, you can challenge yourself and say that you can grab that big toe and then stretch that toe out, feeling that nice stretch. You want your focus to be on one point that is not moving. And then once you have your balance, regardless of the winds that are blowing furiously against your body, you can stretch your hands and find balance. And then bring that leg forward so that you can point your toe. And then you can keep your knee up and then release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Good job. Let's try the other side. So you want to hug your left knee towards your chest. Again, try to find your drishti. Drishti is called focus. And then when you're ready, maybe this side, you can try and just grab your big toe. You can always get a strap and then open towards the left side. It is windy, but let the winds of grace carry you through this balancing posture. And then you want to gaze towards the opposite side. Then once you have your anchor and your focus, you can stay here as long as you can. Taking those nice soft breaths, inhales and exhales. Then when you're ready, bring your leg back, wobbly here. Stretch that leg forward, feeling the hamstring stretch, and then release. Good job. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We call that Utthita Hasta, Padangusthasana, hand to toe posture. The next posture you're going to do dancer's pose on the right side. So grab your right ankle and then stretch your left hand forward, finding that nice dance. So you want to make sure you have rooted your left leg on the ground, spreading those toes as you find your balance. And then the higher you kick, the stable you get, anchoring that nice soft gaze towards a non-moving part so that you can give the ground a high five for supporting you through this season and this year. And then come back up slowly and then release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's try the other side. Maybe sometimes you can shift the gaze. Just try to dance a bit here just to bring some bit of humor into it. Right, so opposite side, so grab the left ankle, and then the higher you kick and the body starts tilting forward, try to find your balance, rooting firmly into the earth with your right leg, and then feel as if you're pressing an imaginary wall with your right palm, and then stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then prepare to go and give the ground a high five. Not so graceful, but give it a high five, and then slowly, with a bit of grace, come up into balance, into dance's pose, Natarajanas, and then release. You can shake it out, you can shake it out, you can shake it out. The last balancing pose you're going to do is called tree pose. Most of you have seen this a lot on the internet as a poster of yoga. So step your foot, your right foot, inside your right thigh. You can always press it on the shin, but avoid stepping it on the knee. Once you have your balance, take your hands into high prayer, and then find your anchor and your focus, gazing at one point that is not moving. It may be windy, but let that focus anchor you. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Stay with that balance, and then gracefully release triples. Shake it out here. Let's do triples on the other side. So I'm just going to face the ocean, because sometimes you just need to shift your focus. Maybe just change the environment. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center and then sweep them into high prayer. And then anchor your gaze to that point that is not moving. You're unstoppable. You're amazing. 2025 should have given you this bit of affirmation in terms of you just finding your balance. And just stay there, anchoring your focus on that one point, sending that energy, and then gracefully, like the winds of grace around me, release. Good. Find your way into sitting. We're going to do some bit of twist, so we're just getting ready for our meditation. So hug your right knee to your chest, and then so that you can twist and gaze towards the right shoulder. Feel that nice twist. You can sit on a chair and just try this as much as possible, and you can see me just swinging my left leg very softly. So keep it easy, keep it simple. This is just trying to prepare the legs in readiness for our meditation. Now hug the left knee towards your chest, so you want to squeeze it in, and then so that you can hug that knee and then give a twist to the spine as you gaze towards left shoulder, anchoring your focus on whatever view is there on the left shoulder. And just letting the winds of grace assure you that, this vinyasa, this flow has prepared you for where we are now. Then turn and gaze forward. Now see that you can find butterfly pose. In butterfly pose, you want to take your knees out wide and then bring the soles of your feet to touch. Then you can grab the tops of your feet and then, like a butterfly, start pushing your knees up and down. So flap the knees up and down like the butterfly wings. This helps prepare the hips for these meditative sitting positions. We're just going to focus on our breath. Stay there on your butterfly, feeling whatever you feel on the hips. And again, you can be doing this on the floor, on a chair that is open without seats. Yeah, and just pay attention to how your hips feel on your butterfly. Good job. And then when you're ready, we are going to adopt meditative sit. So I'm just going to sit cross-legged. I'm going to take half lotus, but make sure that you're most comfortable. And then once you're there, so that you can bring your hands on your knees, take a deep breath in, exhale, then gently close your eyes, or you can even bring your hands into the peace position where you place one hand on top of the other. And then we're just going to take a moment here to breathe in. I want you to just invite stillness into your breath, into your mind, feeling the nice winds and the waves of the ocean blow over your body, over your spirit. Just stay here, anchor in your breath. And when you're ready, maybe start by releasing, by twisting towards one side. Twist towards the other side. And then come back to center, bringing your hands to your heart center. Let us take one last deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for sharing with me this practice. Namaste. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and happy Vlogmas. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.